Hey, Jean. How you doing? Oh, I'm tired today. I did not get enough sleep last night. But I thought I'd come on live instead of laying on the couch all day. I don't know what happened, Jean. I think my internet cut off temporarily and then, it doesn't go back on by itself. And I didn't realize it, so... if that happens again, I'll have to get up and see if I can reboot it or something. I don't know if I can or not. But did you see my short where I finished the painting? Well, hello, Angela. How are you today? It looks like everybody's going on live right now. I should have scheduled a different time, maybe. Aw, I'm sorry, Jean. Hi, Deb. So then you probably don't feel like coming on live with me, Jean? You or Deb? Anyway, I will show y'all that painting, the ones that were here, how I finished it up. So I just kept tweaking it after I got off and rested a little. I kept tweaking it till I was fairly happy with it. Hi, kitty. So it takes a while for it to get over there. So I was going to start on my Boo Bag collab today, but it took me forever to find the bags I was going to use because I had hid them away safely for safekeeping and couldn't find them. Oh, thank you, Deb. Hi, Chris. So, yeah, I was pretty happy the way it turned out. I mean, it could be better probably, but it could also be worse. So I was gonna start on my Boo Bag. Then I had to do some cleaning to find them, and I realized I am smothering in scraps again. So I'm gonna try to do some masterboards, but I think I'm gonna put them in this book so that they're contained a little bit, and then they'll be here when I get ready for them. Probably going to glue a page or two together, but I might try to color coordinate some, and I might try to just use whatever on some. I think I'm going to have to put this here to hold this down for the time being. Thank you, Chris. So, does anybody want to come up with me today? Somebody who wants, Jean. Jean, you might not want to because of the funeral, but I'm really sorry you had to go through that. So if one of y'all want to pop on with me, let me know, and I will share the link. But I think I'm gonna wear gloves today so that I can get messy with this glue, and I'll have to worry about it. Just slap down some paper. So I was hoping somebody would come live so that I wouldn't have to do all the talking. So has anybody ever done this? Made a book full of just yellow pages full of scraps? I did it one time with an old catalog, but I never did finish filling it. I'm assuming I got enough scraps to fill 5 of these, actually. Oh, that sounds nice, Chris. Okay, Dean. Well, I hope you start feeling better. So let me try to grab some scraps here. So this is a piece of some, I don't know, jelly plate or painty paper. I have no idea. I got a gem in my glue. It just dropped in there. So I'm using my Elmer's glue all today. I figured I need to be using that. Use it or lose it, right? So did you enjoy your live this morning, Deb? You did a great job. Yeah, I'm just got so many piles that I get tired of them laying around. I've actually got another bag. I think 2 bags somewhere. So I'm gonna start. That's what I do once in a while. I'll make master boards, but I never have used them all. So. And I'm overlapping some of the, so I could probably go cut that off later. And I'm trying to leave just a sliver between the cover and the page so that the page will close better. No, I thought you did a great job. I enjoyed it. And that's saying a lot because I'm not much of a card. I'll watch some videos once in a while, but that's not my jam, I realized not too long ago. So I think I'll use this. I've had this. This is some of the very first scrapbook paper that I bought. And I still have scraps from it. Yeah, I really like doing lives. I think I do more in a live than I would do on my own. I would probably drag things out too much if it was on my own, you know? Well, I had to come support you. You're always supporting me, and there's a difference of watching somebody that you like and you communicate with all the time than just going over to a video out of the blue, you know? I still make cards once in a while, but I usually do it very simply. A whole lot more simple than you do. So am I losing y'all again? Is the connection alright? I'm gonna be paranoid for a while, I think. No, that's interesting. Yeah, and I liked your tip today too about the alcohol ink. I didn't realize that. I might have to wind up ripping some of these pages out. Okay. Trying to decide how I want this. So I didn't glue the back page. I might be regretting that. Well, it looks like some of it glued itself together anyway. There. A little bit more support, I guess. Just trying to dig around and see what else I can find in here. So, when are you going live again, Deb? Anytime soon? Did you announce it? Like, did you schedule it ahead of time or put it on your community post? Mm. That's a different color. Actually, looks almost the same when you get it together. This piece is purple and that one is blue. Yeah, I try to do a notification, usually just a couple of hours, because sometimes I don't know from one day to the next how I'm going to feel. So if I get up that morning and feel like, okay, I'm going to do a live, I'll go ahead and schedule it. So Deb, not trying to be nosy or anything, but you have over is it 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers? Did you ever get monetized or did you choose not to? Okay, that doesn't look too pretty right now, but it might when I tear it out and get ready to use it. Hi, Sydney. How are you today, Sydney Cat? Oh, thank you, Sydney Cat. Appreciate it. I need my fingers for this part. This is a sticker that I printed out on my Cricut. Trying to, I don't know, I think I need different sticker paper because I'm not liking the way it looks. I need my little cookie thing. But I thought I would use it on here. I'll try to get over to your channel. I feel like I haven't been over there in a while. I'll try to get over there soon, Sydney. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to find something. Yeah, this might work. I've got this butterfly punch over there, and I'll punch out some of these and glue them on there. That'll be using up scraps. No, that one messed up. I don't know how that happened. There, that's kind of cute. Little butterflies here and there. Alright, that's probably enough for that page. So, I need to put something under it to keep it from touching. So, let me find something here. I'll put this lid here, I guess. Oops. Yeah, that was, I thought that was a good idea. Let me see what other punch I got handy over here. This one's kind of interesting shape. I might cut out some of those too. Like this. Okay. As we'll go ahead and glue a few pages together. It's already glued together. this one to it. I think that's the page I meant to. I thought I was gluing to the back of this one, and it was a separate page, I guess. I don't know. Alright, maybe I didn't think this out. This is a scrap from what I was doing yesterday. I had sopped up all my excess paint on here. I think I'll just glue it in here. Maybe put something on top of it. Let me see what I got that will go with it. Yeah, it sure does. I did when I was cleaning up today, which I didn't do as thorough as I should have, but I did do some cleaning. I got a lot of stuff done that I haven't done for ages. Looks like a Halloween page for sure. Well, thank you, Katie. You feel like it, Jean? You sure? Okay, well, Katie, let me, I thought you had been in here before. I'll make you a standard moderator so you can connect if you want. Okay, Jim, let me, Jim, I'm calling you Jim, Jean. Okay, I thought it was still on the clipboard. Alright. Well, let me get the link. What kind of book are you working on, Katie? I'm just using up old scrap paper, and then hopefully I'll find a way to use it sometime in an art project or something. Oh, that's very cool. Those are fun to make. I made a, well, it was a junk journal, but it was more of a collage and stuff. You know, I made it with just some of my stuff. I didn't make it to sell or give anybody. It just has a lot of cute things in it. I should show it to you sometime. Well, you can probably find, if you go back in some of my videos, you'll find it. There's one called My Little Red Junk Journal or something like that. There's one called, there's a fall one, and there's a, what else? I can't remember. There's a couple on there. If you look on my playlist, if you want to go back and watch them, you'll find some stuff about doing that with junk mail and cracker boxes and all kinds of stuff. Okay. Are you up here, Jean? Yes. Okay, I'm probably going to take my glove off because I don't think I want to get my phone full of glue. Are you there? Well, I pushed the button to let you in, but I don't see you yet. Actually, I think there's several. Like the Little Red Junk Journal, I think I made several videos. I did most of the pages online, but I mean on a video, but I think
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't see you yet. Oh, there you are. I'm seeing you. But no sound again. Oh, you're gone. Yeah, I think she's having a hard time getting connected or something.
I'm here.
Okay, I hear you again, but I still don't. I saw you for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not going to put my face on because I'm not at my desk.
Oh, okay.
I just came up to chat with you.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
But if you have anybody who wants to come, you can just kick me
I don't see
off.
anybody that wants to join me today. Everybody else is doing lives today, I think.
I saw Linda on her alive and
Jennifer.
yeah, I
Could
went to
I
hers,
could
but
have waited, but I already had mine scheduled like 2.5 hours ago. So, but
yeah.
everybody's over there. So, but that's okay.
Well, I think, like we were talking about before, different people have different vibes. So
Yeah,
sometimes you enjoy some more than others, or you may have loyalty to one because that was the first one you ever saw, or something like that, you know?
yeah,
So it's nice when there are options.
yeah.
I've never seen anybody collage where they make uh odd shapes and put on top of each other.
Really? Well,
I always kind of keep mine. Well, I'm not saying I've never have, but I usually seem to keep mine kind of.
like in squares or something.
Yeah, or they all kind of line up. I don't overlap too much.
I do that sometimes, but I kind of like it this way because when you start, if you cut it up, you get a surprise.
Yeah, that's the great thing about master boards. The When you cut them down, they're so cool.
And then sometimes I use mine for art journaling too, so I don't always. So, if I get ready to use this, I might not, it might not even look like this at all by the time I'm done. This is just the base.
Ugh. So after you get this done, do you do any stamping or anything on top of it?
Sometimes. Probably not on this one. I might do some stenciling or something, but right now I'm just trying to get rid of this pile of paper everywhere.
Well, that's a good idea to put them in a book and then you have them ready.
Yeah, I started one in a catalog and I used all the stuff in it. Well, I haven't used it all yet, but I used a lot of it, and then I just tore the rest of it out. And so I thought I'd do it in this composition notebook.
What did you do with your cracker boxes?
My journal I made the other day,
Yeah.
still here. I'm gonna work on it. I got all through November to do it. I just started it.
Okay.
I might do some more this month though.
What what is that journal for? Artesian?
No, it's for gratitude. I'm doing a collab.
Oh, that's right, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing okay, Martha. I'm just having some problems with my back.
Oh.
I, when I sit at my desk too long, it just gets extremely tired and then it starts to hurt. So today I didn't really have
Oh, hi,
um
Joey. We were just talking about your collab. Um, I did my journal. For that collab. I put it together. I just haven't started decorating it yet, or I just got the pages done. And right now, I'm just trying to get rid of a bunch of scraps because I can't stand them. I'm smothering in scraps.
oh um Jovi said she's going back to Florida. Did you get um evacuated, Jovi?
Okay, let me see. Okay, I could put some of those.
Do you have any wax paper?
I do, I think.
You could put that in between. Or baking paper.
I'll get up and see what I got here. Oh, drop my butterflies. Okay, I'm gonna put some red butterflies on this yellow paper.
Annie. Me estaba doliendo la espalda. Me vine aquí a acompañar a Martha.
Yeah, it's things get out of hand. That's why I've been starting my stuff so early.
I didn't do anything for my collab this weekend. I'm caught up, and I think I might do something tomorrow just as like a reminder, or I might show how to make a paper bag journal.
Well, I did kind of do that one day, but I don't think it's the kind that I made. I sewed mine in like pages. You guys are kind of don't you do it different than that? I don't know.
Some people, there's a certain process of folding them.
Thank you, Sydney.
They fold them a certain way and put them in. I am telling you what, I am so tired of these dang bugs I'm about to flip.
Jovia, did you ruin your vacation? Has it been raining the whole time you were gone? Let me go see what kind of if I got any wax paper or anything.
Okay. I'm trying to get rid of stink bugs. There it is. Go away. They just don't want to go away because it gets cooler at night, but it doesn't get cool enough to get rid of them, I guess.
Well, I could have sworn I had some wax paper, but all that I'm seeing is clean.
Oh, only cling wrap? Well, I guess that might work.
Oh, me and cling wrap do not get along well. So I think what I'll do is I'll try to dry this a little bit before I move on to the next page. And
I understand, Deb. Yes. It's just a little grouping of things. So you can make it out of fabric, you can make it out of paper, anything you want to make it
good,
out of.
Jovi, that's a horrible vacation to go through all of that. You're going to be glad to be home.
Oh my goodness. So, Jovi, did you get, like, did you stay at an Airbnb? Adrián, ¿tú dices que iba a venir otra tempestad saliendo del Golfo de México.
Cristi
Oh.
2. Cristi, no sé qué. Pero vienen bien feas. Categoría.
You're welcome, Deb. Thank you so much for participating.
Yeah.
My husband. Go ahead.
Fine. Thank you for popping in, Joe. We appreciate it.
Good night, Jovi. Safe travels. My husband and I were just talking about there's another storm brewing off the Gulf of Mexico.
Really? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a little drier.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
That first page is cool.
Yeah, I got that.
Is it something glossy on there, or is that just the way your glue's drying?
There is some gold foil on some of the paper I used.
Oh, cool.
So, don't know how many I'm actually going to get in here, but
Oh, I'm sorry, Jovi. I'm Herbert. I thought my husband said something like Christy, but I don't know for sure. I didn't hear.
oh no, Jovi.
Hay una con L y otra con K de kilo.
No, hay uno que se llama Herbert. Herberto.
Chris algo.
Oh.
Now you see why I'm wearing gloves here. This is a big old mess.
You need a mixed media book, girl.
I do, but I have some mixed media paper, but I just want to use the scraps, I guess, some cheap stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's fun to see what you can make out of things that are not too expensive.
Yeah. Okay, those pages are pretty cool.
I like the butterflies.
And then, so I guess that one's okay. Okay, time for a cup of coffee.
I got worried about you yesterday. I thought, oh, maybe Restream just kicks her off after a certain point. And all we could hear was you putting your. I couldn't figure out if you were dropping your pen, your Posca pen, onto the table, if you were putting it down, or if you were popping the cap off. And that's all we heard over and over and over again at the end.
I was probably jamming it down, up and down like that to get the paint to flow. Sometimes you have to do that. That's may have been what I was doing, but yeah.
And I forget who was on there with me.
I don't know if it was Restream or my internet, so I hope Restream. If it's Restream, they don't make a habit of that.
I like that teal.
Oh yeah, that's glitter paper.
Is it?
I'm trying to coordinate some, but it's hard, because you just got You know what kind of scraps you got.
Yeah. I've been making some. I have a lot of scrapbook scraps and like book paper and tea dyed paper, but what I don't have are painted papers.
Uh-huh.
And so I made some, and I took a black acrylic marker
Mm-hmm.
and just like drew lines, short lines and dots and different things on top of it to kind of make it more interesting.
Yeah, I do that with some of my painty papers.
And then it just makes them look like well, that's what they call mark making. So,
I put glue over that, so I don't know some of it. I don't know if it's gonna still be sparkly or not. We'll just have to see.
Sydney loves your sparkles.
Yeah. Probably got some more in here somewhere.
That's what someone asked. The other day when I was in one of my classes,
Uh-huh.
the lady said she loves sparkles and she wanted to know how to make a sparkly masterboard. She said because if she puts gel medium over the top, it takes the sparkle away. So everybody just told her to use a glue stick and not seal it on the top.
Yeah, or you could put glitter all over it when it's done. Actually, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
Or I'm wondering, you know you could seal it with like Aquanet?
Yeah, I've heard. I didn't know anybody ever did it with like this kind of thing, but I've heard of them doing it like for drawings and
Well, I'm wondering if you sealed it with that, if it would keep the sparkle. Probably.
I'm not really worried about the sparkle. Some of it'll show through, some of it won't. I'm just trying to use the paper. But yeah, I have more of that that's not scraps. Somebody sent it to me one time in Happy Mail, and I've used it and still got some left. I remember one day I sat here with all my scraps. I was using like 12 by 12 paper and also some copy paper. And I made
Mm-hmm.
8 master boards, maybe 9. And it took me forever.
Mm. Well, some people have like a method, and if you're not like you're not really worried right now about how you put them down necessarily,
Yeah.
but some people are like, this has to go here and that has to go there.
Yeah, if I was too worried, I probably would use a glue stick and cut everything neatly, but I don't want today.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what else I can find. Okay, that's pretty. Here's stuff. Yeah, this
Have
will look like a
have
hot.
No, it looks fine. Like I said, well, there's one girl I watch, and she was like, "You have to work through the ugly,"
That's
and
true.
I thought that was funny.
It's the truth with paintings and drawings and everything.
Her sister just moved to Florida and bought a house, and the hurricane came through and just flooded it.
Oh no.
Yeah, they hadn't even unpacked everything. So all their boxes were gone. All their stuff was ruined in their boxes. I mean, they were fine, but you know, can you imagine?
Okay, Jean, I'm putting a neatly cut piece on here, but it's only because it was already, well, it's not completely neat, but it's fairly neat.
Oh, it's a little focal point. That's cute. An umbrella. You need to move your book a tiny bit to the left. Wonderful. I like the pop of yellow.
Yeah, I thought I had more yellow. Oh, here's some yellow. I'll put a little more yellow down here to liven it up. One piece of yellow deserves another piece of yellow. Alright, I'm gonna switch this out if I can remember how to do it. Okay, there's a button here. I'm getting glue all over it.
Mhm.
So did you go to your friend's funeral, Jean?
I wasn't able to go in person because of my osteoarthritis, but they had a Zoom link,
Oh, okay.
and it was really nice because at the beginning they did a slideshow
Mm-hmm.
of her life from the time she was young, and it was so cute because in every picture that you could tell which one was her, because she had a sister too,
Mm-hmm.
and you could tell which one was her, and it was just really cute. And then later she had her son, same time I had mine, and then it was her life growing up with her son, and the last couple things she did prior to her death that they had pictures of, and she had become confident enough that she could um, show herself without her scarf on.
Oh.
And she and her husband, well, her husband has a bald head too, So, and he shaves his head. So they had a picture together, and that was the last picture. And it was really nice to see her smile throughout that whole um slideshow. And then they had it, Lisa and I both were bilingual. She was married to a man from Honduras.
Mhm.
And so they gave part of it in English and part of it in Spanish.
Oh, nice.
So it was really nice. My husband and my son went, and he said it was packed, plus another 75 people on Zoom, and that didn't include if they only put their name if they had their family.
Mhm.
So there were a lot of people that loved her. So it upsets me sometimes, because we would always text each other because we both couldn't get out and do things anymore much. Um but hopefully I'll be able to get knee surgery. Um I'm hoping for hopefully in the spring, because I don't think if I go to my doctor now, I don't think he'd be able to do it by the end of the year. And then January and February weather here is so crazy. So, if I can get that done, then I can do more. I hope.
Have you had knee surgery before? I mean, on the other leg, or?
No. They wouldn't let me have it because I needed to lose weight.
Uh,
And he said it wasn't that I couldn't have it, it's that if I lost weight it would be safer for me. So I did have it scheduled for this summer, but I had to lose some more weight first. So I have, but like I said, I don't think he can do it because his schedule is so full.
mm,
I've had major surgery on my neck before, but never on my legs. I fell a bunch of times at my old job. I used to work inside Walmart stores,
uh-huh.
and once I fell off a stool, and then once I tripped over a pallet in the back. So
Do you
that
have,
messed up my knee.
Deb? Do you have a funnel? I have a little tiny funnel that came with some glue bottles one time.
Yes, that's what I use. You might, if you don't have one, you could possibly make one out of a thicker piece of cardstock, but it might get all gluey and you might have to make more than one. Ooh, stripes. I was looking at my scrapbook paper the other day, and for some reason I have camouflage scrapbook paper, and I was like, somebody must have given me that because there is no way I would have bought it.
Might be fun to play with.
Adri, ¿qué otra cosa podía la muchacha hacer un embudo? Chiquitito, ¿tú sabes esos? Chiquititos, ¿de qué podía hacer un otro? Yo dije que se hace como un cono con un pedazo de papel.
Un popote.
No creo.
Sí, que haga el del cartoncito, que lo rolle bien como embudo, que le ponga el popote, que le ponga glue para que no se pase, para que pegue que haga el conito así,
Ajá.
y lo pegue con glue para que no se abra, y luego mete pedacito del popote y lo pega con glue para que
Okay.
este es lo más fácil.
Mhm.
Y el popote puede usar el que quiera, lo más delgadito para que
Deb says you can camouflage the camouflage.
Yeah.
que use una herida.
My husband said, "Do you have a syringe that you use to give your cat milk or medicine or something like that you could use, Deb?" I love those little bottles.
I don't use mine anymore. I just use well, I bought some of those icing bottles from Fabritech, which is having mixed results. But those little tiny bottles, I just use the ones that come with art glitter now. I don't really use anything else.
Okay. I think you'll enjoy having this small bottle. I use mine all the time. I filled 2 because I can never find one. I can usually find the other one. Has anybody been to Hobby Lobby lately?
No, I haven't been there in months.
I keep seeing these clearance hauls.
Yeah, sometimes mine has the clearance items, sometimes not so much.
I really need some different size hole punches,
Yeah.
and I keep seeing those. So that's what I want to check for. I agree, Deb. If you're using a good kind of glue, like glitter glue, it's not cheap. I like adding that. What is that?
That's a mixed media paper that I made. It's a painty paper, but it's got some stenciling on it.
That's a cool addition to that page.
It seems like these scraps, you think, oh, I'm gonna get rid of them, and it's like they're never ending. You could do this for 5 days in a row, I think, and still have scraps.
Well, when I make something, I try to use as much of it as I can. So if I have to throw some of it away, then I don't feel too bad. If I kept, if I kept all the scraps that I could keep,
Yeah,
I would have stuff coming out my ears.
yeah, I've been trying to use up and throw some away, but these are old scraps that I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't really, but you know, a little better. Let me see another one of those pink ones.
You know what I have a hard time finding nowadays is double-sided scrapbook paper.
Sometimes they have it at Michael's, but
The only thing that I found recently was, I call it Stamperia. I don't know what other people call it, but
I have that. They're a really good quality too.
yeah.
Oh, thanks, Deb. This one's kind of thick and it doesn't really want to lay down, so I might have to go in with some Fabri-Tac.
I have to get myself a box of gloves because every time I do painting, my hands get so stained.
Yeah, I like to use them when I'm getting messy because I don't like to use glue stick for this. It would take me, maybe if I was doing one or two, it'd be okay, but it'd take 5 sticks probably.
Carta Bella and Simple Stories and Stampin' Up. I haven't gotten anything from Stampin' Up for 30 years.
I don't think maybe I bought something one time, a little something, but I usually go. I'm a cheapie. I'm too poor to be buying all that expensive stuff. And when I spend money on expensive stuff, it's usually art supplies.
Well, I noticed you had the nice Liquitex paints.
Yeah,
That
I
really makes a difference.
I have some craft paint too, but I usually use it like for jelly plates or something like I usually use my Liquitex when I'm doing just a straight up acrylic painting.
Yeah. I really liked your cornucopia. You put the curly things on it.
I did. I usually take everybody's suggestions unless I just, but I finished later because, I was getting tired. It was hard actually. It was a big challenge,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of got through it, I guess. I finished it up. I rested a while and then I went over there and said, okay, I could do this now.
Mm-hmm. So your B12 ran out.
Yeah, and I'm kind of going slow today too because I slept last night, but I don't even know if it was 5 hours or not. So I woke up earlier than I wanted to.
I can't see how many. Wait a minute. I can't see how many viewers we have.
I only have 4.
But Deb's the only one that's talking to us.
Well, if Kitty's still here, she's probably coloring or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she puts us on her TV sometimes.
And yeah, people don't love me anymore.
Oh, that's not true.
Like one time I got one Saturday I went on
Uh-huh.
42 hours views. I'd probably be lucky to get 12 or 15 today.
Oh. Well, you're meeting your 4,000 in order to get monetization now, right?
Well, I want the option. I'm not sure I want to do it because of, you know, my chick, but I'm probably never going to make a whole bunch of money, so it probably wouldn't hurt to monetize.
Well, if you do make a little bit, maybe it'll help support your art supply habit.
Yeah, that's what I sell my paintings for, just so I can make more paintings. I don't really make a profit.
Did you sell any?
Not in a long time. Yeah, people always tell me, "Oh, you need to sell that. You need to put it in a giveaway." Well, nobody wants it, so what? Yeah.
Well, I don't want a Halloween
Oh yeah.
one, but I'll see what you do. Are you going to do a winter one?
Probably. I like to do winter and Christmas too. I'm probably going to start once I get a lot of these collabs behind me. I might start doing more painting on lives and maybe on videos too. I'm just not really confident enough to do like tutorials because you saw how I struggled yesterday, so I don't really know that I'm qualified.
Well, it's not so much that you have to do a tutorial. If you're just doing the painting,
Hmm.
people just enjoy watching you do that.
Mm, I don't think that one's going to come off. So. Thought it was sticker paper too, but maybe it's not.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's from one of my digital kits, and I tried to make a sticker out of it. There, I think that one's kitty or oh, when you were monetized at one time, Deb. Is that what you're talking about? I wouldn't mind getting like some art channels they get free art supplies and stuff for sponsoring. I wouldn't mind getting big enough to do that.
I don't know how big you have to be to do that, but um
So how come you lost it, Deb? You didn't make it enough hours one year, or what? But with me, it's more like Sure, I'd like to be monetized, but I always need a goal in my life, something to work towards. And so I made the 1,000. So, oh, that ripped.
Oh,
Okay, it can be still used.
wonder why it ripped.
Maybe I didn't put enough backing on it. I don't know. Let's put a piece.
Maybe it was wet.
Could be. This is kind of messier than I had hoped it would be.
Didn't you used to do a lot of Temu hauls?
I did when I first started.
That's a great way to get watch hours. People love to watch haul videos.
Well, I had, before I started doing lives, I had 1,600 hours already.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said, oh my God, I don't have nearly that many. I guess it's because I had haul videos and I used to I've always participated in a lot of collabs. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But I popped into, I didn't say anything, but I popped into Jennifer's live for a few minutes before I came on. And they were talking about getting monetized. They weren't worried about it anymore.
Well, there's this big thing too about everybody saying that YouTube is dying because of the algorithm, which to me is just a bunch of hoopla because YouTube has always had an algorithm.
Well, there are other platforms now, I guess, but it seems to be going strong to me.
I don't know. I mean, what other platform are you going to use other than Instagram
Yeah,
or Twitter?
I do not like either one of those.
I mean, if you use Patreon, I think it costs the person money
Yeah,
to
and you
be able.
have an audience, I think, to do Patreon. Like
Yeah.
you have to build up your audience on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere.
Well, people pay monthly. Oh, TikTok? I don't even have TikTok. I can't stand it.
Well, I guess I'm just old. I don't really want to learn TikTok, and I try
I do.
Instagram. I still post there once in a while, but I don't know. I just am not crazy about Instagram either.
I like Instagram okay.
Do you?
I don't go there very often, but I do post my stuff and I use Facebook, but I can't hardly stand it because I go down my page and there's all these ridiculous suggested ads. I can't even find the stuff I want to see.
Oh yeah, and you don't get to see everybody that you're subscribed to. I mean, that you're connected with. They just do a select few, and only a select few sees your stuff. So.
Yeah. Hi, Sydney.
Oh, thank you, Sydney.
I was listening to one of the girls that I watch. She's really good. I can't remember her name, but she's from Vienna, Austria,
Mhm.
and her channel name is 49 Dragonflies.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm subscribed, but I have heard of her.
Yeah, well she made this big post about how, we're all in a community and we should support each other, and that's what it's all, that's why we're here. And I'm like, I don't see you following the people who are watching all your videos.
No, when you get real big, you can't. There's just somebody said that they only allow you to be subscribed to 2,000 people, and I don't
Oh,
know.
really?
And anyway, you can't watch them all, even if you're subscribed.
No.
I don't even try. I used to try, but I just can't. There's too much. I just, I'll watch one channel for a while, and then I'll go on to somebody else, and then I might come back later. All right, I fixed that page, kind of.
Well, Deb, it's going to take me 5 years to get to 10,000, even if I do.
Yeah, there's this one YouTuber I've been watching for, I don't know, probably 10 years or almost 10 years, and she's over 1 million now. And she showed like the one day, I don't know if she meant to or not, but she showed the breakdown of how many watch hours she got for one live. She usually goes lives once a week on Wednesday. Over 5,000 hours. Oh my God, for one live. But she's like on there she does 5 or 6 hours at a time. Plus, she's got millions of subscribers. So,
No goodness.
but I don't expect to ever get that big. I like meeting goals. And
Hi, Jennifer. I was just thinking I hadn't seen you for a bit.
hi, Jennifer. How are you today? So I'm gonna dry this a little bit.
Okay.
I need a real hair dryer in here because this is not strong enough. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about YouTube. They definitely make you work for it. Well, some of us, some people, the lucky few, I don't know if it's their personality or what. They just, like overnight, they get over 1,000 subscribers and all kinds of views. So.
Well, there's this lady that she really upset me. She's been on YouTube less than a year, and I think she has over 3,000 subscribers already. And
Mm-hmm.
she really doesn't do anything special, but she makes a lot of fodder.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been making some, and I reached out to her and I said, would you like to do a joint collaboration together? Because we do similar projects on our channel. And she said no, that she had to concentrate on building her channel up. Well,
Oh.
then she started coming around my videos and commenting that she had a lot of fodder videos on her channel. And I said, so that's how you got, I sent her an email back and I said, "That's awful. You can't go to people's videos and try to hijack their viewers by saying you have the same kind of videos on your channel." And
Yeah,
I said, "No wonder you've grown so large so quickly if you're doing that."
and she can't have collabs because she's growing her channel. That's the only way that I was able to get mine to grow.
Yeah.
Like connecting with other YouTubers and going to lives and joining collaborations, and yeah, that's the only. I don't know. Some people just, I don't know, personality or something.
Yeah. And so it just kind of made me feel bad because not because she was growing her channel faster than me or anything like that, just because she was being rotten about it.
Yeah.
That's why I like to come to your lives, because it's a connect and chat, not a competition.
Yeah, to me, if I unless I really know the person and like them and have connected with them already, I don't want to just go sit and watch them craft. Unless I'm
Right.
learning something new. I want to meet people, I want to chat, I want to connect. And I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
No, people are just weird, like you said. This girl evidently is trying to make a lot of money.
There's one woman that I'm subscribed to. She's only got, I don't know how many she's got now, but last time I watched her, she had less than 600. And I went over there and she had 28 people in her live. And I went over there, they weren't connecting. I didn't see she was doing anything any different than anybody else to have that many people watching. And I was like, okay, I need to learn from you.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever had 28 at a time ever.
I understand, Deb, and I have thought about that as well, but I don't really want to show my face right now. Maybe when I'm
No, I was practicing doing, I realized my shorts are really crappy and I'm trying to learn how to do it good. Wait, it'll take me a while. Everything takes me a while. But I was filming my face for practice and I'm like, oh my God, you're tore up from the floor up, girl. Don't put your face on there.
Well, what do people use when they are filming? Are they using their phone?
Yeah. But my
Because
is,
I, I don't understand how there are certain people that can adjust their zoom in and out while they're on the live.
well, I was watching a video today and I'm going to probably have to watch it 3 or 4 times. But there's a button that you push while you're doing that. So usually what I do is I film the video and then upload it to YouTube. But you can do it, you can actually open the short, before you can like open YouTube and do your editing while you're filming. And I've never done that before, so I'm going to try to start practicing that.
Okay.
And yeah, because I realize my shorts leave a lot to be desired.
Mm. I was cracking up the other day. Annie put this one on about being hungry at midnight, and she put some kind of funny thing on about Burger King,
Uh-huh.
and she got like over 500 views on that thing.
I know, you never know. Something I think, oh, people are going to love this. I might get 50 views. And then I just messing around and get hundreds of views. So you never know what people are going to like.
Mm-hmm. I did one of this huge glue stick I got
Hmm.
from Amazon and got a bunch of views. I don't the thing is with
True, Deb, they do. A lot of people are smarter than me. I have to look up how to do stuff. And then it takes me a while to get it, you know.
I just found with using like if I was going to take something of my face,
Hmm.
looking at I can't look into the camera right using my iPad, so I don't know what's wrong with my self.
Well, I don't think YouTube will let you do shorts on your iPad because I wish.
Well, I'm talking about uh Deb was talking about people who show their face on their videos. She seems to think they grow faster.
I think I'm glad you like it, Jennifer. I like to. Yeah, sometimes I don't finish everything like during the live, so I like to show it too. And sometimes it gets me a new subscriber too. I don't know that they stay, but you know, that's up to them. But yeah, I saw there's this one woman. Oh, people, I don't like this at all. She has a channel of a perfectly cute dog. I guess her channel is about her dog. She does
Uh-huh.
lives. There is no sound at all whatsoever, and her camera is pointed at her sleeping dog.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people do those silent lives, and I just hate them. I mean, I'll pop in once in a while to support them, but I just really don't like them. And I watched one of her shorts. The reason I said that to say this, which really doesn't make any sense, but that's me. She did this very cool short, and I'm like, oh my god, how did she learn to do that? Then so I started researching on YouTube, and I'm like, well, I might get it eventually. I have no idea. But yeah, some people are really, that's their talent, doing shorts.
Deb's like, that particular one would creep me out
What, the silent live?
of the dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a young girl on here. I can't remember what her name is. But she can only stay on YouTube for 15 minutes.
Why?
And she's trying to I guess monitor her social media time
Oh,
or
yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember who it is.
and she takes videos sometimes of the horses. But
Yeah, Deb, I'm usually, even when I put on makeup, I don't look that much better. But yeah, I'm usually in my stained up, painty jammies. I don't want nobody, I want to be comfortable. I want to fix my hair and do my makeup and that I'm going to be wearing that all day just for maybe an hour video or whatever.
People don't even want to watch our videos anymore.
No, they don't.
You either have to speed them up or only be committed to doing something very short, like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes max.
Well, with me, it just depends on who it is or what they're doing. I don't always like journaling videos. I've seen so many journals made. People, that's all they do on their channel, and every video is at least 45 minutes, usually more, and I just can't stand it. I don't want to watch that much journaling.
That's funny you say that because you were talking about making a pocket.
Uh-huh.
How many ways can you make a dang pocket?
Oh, I know it. I've been trying to think, okay, what can I do different? I don't think I can do anything different. There's nothing new under the sun.
Mm.
But I'm going to give it a shot, even if it's just the same thing I've already done. Because it's good for views and sometimes that kind of thing. And it's also nice to participate in things too,
Yeah. No, I don't mind doing it at all. I was just making a comment when you said about journals. I'm like, there's only so many ways you can make a pocket.
Yes. Well, once in a while, people will come up with something different, but that I don't know yet. Like Deb this morning talking about painting your gems with alcohol markers. Never crossed my mind to do anything like that, but I will be using it in the future when I don't have a color I want.
Oh, that's interesting. Does it stay on?
I don't know. Does it, Deb? When it dries?
Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about on Jennifer's live about
Yeah.
how things don't feel fun anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving up some of the collabs next year. It's
It
too.
feels like work. Hi, Kat.
Hi, Mrs. Cat. How are you today? I actually probably would have gave up some of them already if I wasn't doing lives, because I seem to get more done on lives than I do on my own.
Oh, that's cool, Deb. I just ordered myself some. I don't have any.
Yeah, because I'm out of those orange jimmies and I love them for the season, so I might be trying that trick.
I bet you could do the pearl ones also. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the hurricane coming.
Oh, you live right where it is, huh, Mrs. Cat? Wow. I thought that'd be over by now. That's like been hearing about that for 2 or 3 weeks, right? What's going on?
I don't know. Something stirs them up in the warmer waters and then they hit cold or something, and I don't know exactly. I don't remember that far back for science class.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here and dry this. I kind of like this one.
You have to remember to keep your book to the left a little bit so we can see the whole page.
Okay.
That's good. My brother lives somewhere in Florida. I think it's near Sebring. And they just got a lot of rain. And this last hurricane, I think it affected Florida and North and South Carolina and even up into Kentucky. There were several people that lost their lives. My husband said about 225. He's still hanging in, Sydney. Hmm.
Need to dab a Fabri-Tac again, I think, for this one.
Usually the elderly love Florida.
Yeah, I don't know why. It seems like it'd be too humid for me. If it's anything like Mississippi and Alabama, which I think it is.
Yeah. Estaba secando la página.
Yeah, that's Oh, really?
That's crazy.
I used to live pretty close to Gatlinburg. Okay.
I used to always want to live in Florida. I have a lot of family in Orlando.
You know what? I think I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna put something in here and divide it and let it dry and maybe move on to some other bigger paper or something because it's getting too wet and messy to do a lot. I need to wait till it dries, I think. So I'm gonna put these scissors and some other stuff in here to keep it apart. Too bad I don't have any wax paper. So I've got something dividing each wet page.
I was going to say, you have a lot of pair of scissors.
Oh, I do. I do have a lot of scissors. Okay. I'm going to sit it over here and hopefully everything's separated well enough. Just checking.
What I remember about Florida were the gnats. There would be millions of gnats, and you couldn't be outside.
Wow.
Are you using copy paper?
No, she said that's the biggest mistake of her life.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a picture I printed off to help me do my painting.
Oh, that looks like your painting.
But, well, mine's a little different. But, yeah, I'm just gonna glue over it.
Okay. Recycle. Reuse, recycle, repeat.
Yep. But I am going to start throwing more away because my apartment's too small to save every little scrap. I'm telling you.
My husband's always like, why is there so much garbage
But
coming out of your room?
save every one of these.
Yeah.
There's no need to save every one of them, but I've already got it here, so I'm going to use it.
One of my friends uses those strips for like when she's making a page of some sort, like as faux washi.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but you see, I never remember that kind of stuff. And if
Oh.
I remember it, where would it be? Could I find it? No.
You have to have a special drawer or box that says faux washi.
Yeah, I'm out of space to make another drawer. I'm about ready to start getting rid of some stuff.
Kitty, oh, you're talking about the gnats? Yeah, those things are bad in Florida.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna turn on some air conditioning ambiance. I'm getting a little hot here.
Uh, some ambiance.
Some ambiance. Yeah, it'll hopefully not stay on too long. Yeah, it's supposed to be 100 degrees today. My gosh, we're almost in the middle of October. It's ridiculous.
When does it cool down there?
Well, it's usually cooler by now, but I think that global warming has hit us hard. However, I usually don't turn my heater on until about November anyway. So,
So
but
what's cold for you?
oh, sometimes it gets down to in the 30s in the winter, but it's it's bearable. You know.
I know about palmetto bugs. My aunt used to have one living in her car.
Oh, we used to have those giant. Well, they look like roaches, but we called them water bugs. Is that the palmetto?
Water bugs, yeah.
And man, you step on one of those and crunch. It was hard.
They also have skinks.
What? Stink bugs?
No, skinks, little lizards.
Oh, I don't know about those.
Little green lizards. They're harmless, but they're all over the place. At least in Orlando.
I've only been to Florida one time, and I think I was only there for the weekend. I don't know. We were in Panama City and something called Kissimmee or something.
Kissimmee, that's where Disney World is. Kissimmee.
Oh, really? Well, we went to the beach. That was the first time. I think that was the first time I saw the ocean or a palm tree.
Yeah.
And I was 18. I have a picture of me
Good
hugging.
night, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Got a baby dog living in her car. geckos. She called them geckos. Jean.
Mm. Oh, that's funny. The baby frog.
So does he drive you crazy, making noise all the time? Mrs.
She said it was hopping around.
Oh, this is easier on this copy paper.
Yeah.
But I wanted them to be more compact. That's why I put them in the book. Oh well, sometimes things don't work out like you want them to.
That's cute. She said her oldest granddaughter, when she came to visit for the first time, she ran up and hugged a palm tree.
Yeah,
That would be a pretty prickly hug.
I've got a picture of me hugging a palm tree when I was 18. First time seeing a palm tree and the ocean at the same time. Okay, maybe I won't do any more in the book.
Well, what I'm thinking is you need to get something that's ring bound. Not a notebook, but you know, like you could even get a sketchbook as long as it's ring bound, because then you can flip the pages.
You mean like a spiral?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. And, because I need thicker paper than that composition notebook, I think. But I want it to be compact. I do need to buy a notebook, though, because I think my, um, oh man, I can't talk today. My stencils are outgrowing their container. Every time I want one, I have to dig. And if I'm going to have to dig too much, I'm not going to do it.
What's outgrowing your container?
Stencils.
Oh.
I just had them in one of those 12 by 12 scrapbook cases.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of stencils, Martha.
Yeah, so I'm having too many to dig too much. And I can't find what I want half the time.
Um, it shouldn't, Deb. Um, it depends on what you're using, but if you're using
Yeah, it depends on your ink, Deb.
if you're using if you're using archival ink or or acrylic paint for your stencil, or even an ink pad, it should be fine. I don't like Mod Podge because it always is sticky where I live.
Yeah,
It always gives me a sticky finish.
I don't like to use it in a book neither, like a art journal. But I do like to use it to cover my paintings. It makes them look, I think, really nice. And like if you've got, say you got a shiny paint and a matte paint, it kind of unifies it and makes everything look the same.
Bye, kitty.
Bye, kitty. Thanks for coming.
I use Liquitex gel medium matte. I use the matte because I don't like the glossy.
Well, when I
You-
do an art journal page, I really don't use. A lot of times I don't use anything. I just glue things down or paint and leave it at that.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Martha, you received a gold award for having 100 messages today with your Restream chat.
What does it say that?
You might not be able to see it. I'm using the comments button on the Restream on my phone, and I can see that.
Yeah, my phone is up over my head.
Yeah. Are you an iPhone user?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where did that other stripy paper go? Had some more stripy paper.
Uh-oh. Therese says hello.
Hi, Therese. How are you?
Hi, Therese. Honey, mañana a ver si puedes buscar mis hojas porque yo creo que el lunes va a empezar clase. ¿Viste esos hongos que hice?
¿Cuáles horas?
¿Ah?
Los de... Sí, ok.
Mhm.
¿De qué son los hongos?
¿Ah?
¿De qué son los hongos?
Yo los... ¿No los viste que los que hice?
¿De qué son?
Papel. Pero los pinté. Eso fue todas las papeles de que estaba pintando. Therese, I'm doing fine. How about yourself? Oh, you said you're good. Good. Martha is having a scrap buster session.
Yeah, I'm swimming in scraps, so I decided to just. I started out in a composition notebook and it was getting messy and annoying, so I switched to this to let it dry, and I might just tear the pages out.
I was going to tell you, if you need to reset your Wi-Fi, you should check to see if your carrier has a website, because on mine I can reset mine from my phone by going on to the app. So I'm not sure if that would be something you could do too.
Yeah, I think so, but usually I just unplug the modem for a minute.
Yeah, that works. But then my son has the modem in his room because he used to play a lot of games with his friends when he was in school.
Yeah.
And so he would want to hardwire his directly to the modem,
Yeah.
and that way he would get better, I guess. If the Wi-Fi went wonky, that way it wouldn't interrupt his game.
Um,
Me too, Teresa. If I can get rid of scraps, that's a win for me. Sadly, I keep making more.
I know. I don't think my pile over here's got any smaller at all. It may have multiplied.
Did you put that on a pink piece of paper?
Hmm?
Is that still your cornucopia paper?
Yep, I just put it over the top of it.
Oh, I was thinking you had changed because it looks. I forgot you put pink strips first.
There's a stripy one that I haven't used yet.
I have stuff in storage that I need to get out.
Crafty stuff.
Yeah. All my dies are in there for my die cut machine, and I don't know what else. There's a lot of junk in there. Anyway, I need to go through it because I'm sure some of it we just kind of I just kind of brought everything that was in my craft space at the time when I moved.
Mm-hmm.
And then, a lot of stuff is not organized, so I'm sure some of it can be thrown out.
I got rid of so much stuff when I moved in this smaller apartment. Stuff that I probably would have kept, but it was good to, and I think it's about time to do that again, actually.
That's funny, Kat. She said she made a pencil box full of hidden paper clips yesterday.
Huh?
And last night when she was finished, she still couldn't close her scrap bag, and she used scraps to make them.
Yeah, it seems like they multiply. Because I'm making all this crap, but I'm still going to have to use it or throw it away eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I got one more spot I can cover up here.
You okay, babe? ¿Despertó Fifi?
No, que por allá, no,
Huh?
fue con Dios en no sé dónde.
Oh. He was yelling at me that I was too loud. My mother is hard of hearing, and so I'm used to talking loud so that she can hear me.
Uh-huh.
And then my son says I talk too loud.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put one more piece over here and call this one done. Don't fill up the recycle can.
I know. That's what I said earlier. My husband can't believe the amount of trash that comes out of my room. But I've been harvesting images from magazines lately too, and that causes a lot of waste. I mean, I guess I could save them to make paper beads, but no.
Decided a while back. There's just some things I'm never gonna get to do because making paper beads sounds fun and it's interesting. So does making wax seals, but I gotta cut the line, draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, I made paper and cloth beads, and they were really fun. But I don't think that's funny. I don't think I could save all those magazine scraps.
So that one's kind of cute. I like this one.
That's very cute. Are those pumpkins or strawberries?
Where? Here?
Yeah.
Flowers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute. I like this pink stripe on there too. I like stripes.
Well, I found a bunch of uh, slivers that I had saved, so I went to town.
Yeah.
Alright,
At first I thought it was grosgrain ribbon.
here's a piece of cardstock. This is one that I started printing and made it stop in the middle of it.
I think I have that exact same paper. That exact same image on the top of it. And you said you couldn't stand doing pink.
No, I love pink. It's just the season. I have all this fall and Halloween stuff around me. I don't want to dig out the pink too. And the only reason I'm doing pink now is because when I was organizing, I found all this crap and I got rid of it so I can breathe. Not that I don't want to do pink, it's just I can only do so many things before I go nuts.
Aw.
That's funny.
Does he have a strong Italian accent still? Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Italian in New York, he's got to be a gangster. Mm. No, la esposa de una señora. Ella es americana. My husband wanted to know who was Italian. He thought you were, and I said, no, not Martha. Unless she is somewhere in her lineage.
Nah, I think I'm mostly English with a little Irish and American Indian sprinkled in.
Huh? Yo también. Yeah. My husband said, tell her you're Irish too. We're Scotch Irish. And my father's name, I'm not 100% sure. Some people say that it could be German or Hungarian, so.
Well, we have conflicting stories on my mother's side of the family. Says her grandmother was full-blooded Choctaw. Her sister says she was only half, and then
Mm-hmm.
somebody else in the family said she's only like a quarter. So I, unless I did a DNA test, I probably will never.
Well, did your daughter, or did you, or, well, then, if you're part Choctaw, did you get free schooling?
Nah, my family never signed up for that stuff. And you have to be able to prove it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought about doing a DNA test though, just for curiosity, see how much is in there, if any at all.
Right. You think it would show in the DNA?
Well, I don't know. My mother looked like a little Indian woman. She didn't look like me at all.
Huh.
So
What was your dad? Scotch Irish?
English with a little bit of Irish, and
Huh.
they said there might be a little Cherokee in there too, but it's not very prominent. Yeah, he was auburn haired, light skinned. My mother was black hair and dark skin and brown eyes. So there was some Indian in there somewhere, but I don't know how much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she says that it does show up. It did for her.
Hmm.
Well, that's cool. I really would kind of like to find out.
Well, I know that Ancestry.com, I think they send you a little kit and you can take a swab and send back your DNA.
My daughter, she's got a little everything. She's got English, Irish, Indian, and Mexican. So she's,
Even Mexican.
huh?
Even Mexican.
Yeah, her dad's Mexican.
Oh, really?
Hmm? And he might have a little Indian in him too.
Apache.
He's got that look about him, like it's some kind of Indian in him.
What? I mean Aztec, not Apache.
Yeah, something. He actually looks like he's got a little bit of Asian in him to me. But I don't know.
Choctaw and Cherokee. There. What was that country song that years ago about that?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think I heard it. I know what you're talking about, though.
My brother was in a bar in England, in London, and it, our last name was Tabor, Tabor,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Mount Tabor in the Bible that's also spelled the same way. But this gentleman told my brother that it was a good Hungarian name,
Hmm.
that it originated as Taborski, and they took the ski off and just used Tabor, which a lot of people did do that when they came to the US.
Yeah.
They shortened their name. So I like that lime green.
Yeah, this was done with, I can't talk today. The oxides, these two-tone ones.
Mm-hmm. You know, a color combination that I really like is like a dark pink with orange.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a cool color combination.
I'm going to trim this because I want some of it for the other side. Well, I have not made a dent. After all this gluing and cutting and I may just throw the rest of it away. Save a little for my 15-minute collage videos.
I like whenever you add some stickers over the top. I tried to do this, so I don't really care for the stickers that have the white edges.
No, I don't either. I've got to where I trim off a lot of it and then ink around the rest.
Right. Or I tried this thing where I made a whole collage sheet out of stickers. And then I tried to.
Oh, yeah, they changed it for them, Mrs. Cat.
Yeah.
Deb says that was her colors when she was a teenager in her bedroom.
Oh my goodness. Yes, shag rug everywhere. Um and I tried, I think I put it on with put them on with gel medium, but I tried to put a crackle over top of it, and because they were shiny, even though I sealed it, the crackle just all flaked off. So I have to go back to experiment with them again, because I have those stickers coming out my ears. It was like the coolest thing when I first went on Temu to see that you could get all these stickers for like a little bit of nothing.
Yeah, I usually just use them for Happy Mail now, and now I have started inking them and stuff. But yeah, I don't order them anymore hardly at all. Now I really like the butterfly ones. I might go on and order some more of those because those are fun for Happy Mail.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to try that and see how it would work. And I think if I'm going to put anything on top, they need to be sanded a little bit.
Orange and brown shag rugs. What about the green ones? I remember the bright green ones.
I remember shag carpet. All I remember was when we went to high school, it was the coolest thing to have a pair of Jordache jeans with your comb sticking out of your back pocket, and you tried to feather your hair like Farrah Fawcett
Oh, I
from
those
from
hair.
Charlie's Angels.
My hair looked the best was in those those long shags. And I don't know if I've had one I liked since then.
Ugh.
Okay, let's use some scraps from here. I got a couple of. Here's some food colored dyed paper. Put that down.
How'd that go?
The food color?
Yeah,
I like it.
cool. Did you ever try to just like sprinkle it on and then spray it with water?
Oh yeah, I did that with these. That's what I have spray bottles with it in it, but I also did what you said too.
Okay. Yeah, I think Farrah Fawcett hair was the 80s. I was born in 1970. So the 70s for me was very, I was young. I didn't really remember some of that stuff. But Farrah Fawcett hair and Jordache jeans. And then it turned out that, they were like the expensive brand back then. And all the cool kids got Jordache jeans. And then years later, they started selling them at Kmart. Yeah, we had to have Farrah Fawcett hair, and then we had to spray our hair and make wings and tease the top.
I'm adding a tractor on here, y'all.
A tractor.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of it.
We like tractors. You never know where you might need that in a journaling card.
No.
Oh, Deb, you can't. I was looking at your hands, and your hands look like you're young. Martha's too.
Oh Lord. You ain't seen my face then. It looks old. Okay, here's a piece of. I guess this is a copy of a piece of a copy of a drawing I did.
I didn't. Oh, you are. Oh.
What's for Shuffle Cut Create, Deb?
I'm not sure why she said that. I was telling her she had young looking hands, and she said, "Thank you." Maybe she puts a lot of lotion on them. Mine look old because mine are dry.
Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do to this one. It's full of all kinds of stuff.
Why is the tractor going to come up?
Because I made a kit with a farm kit. And that's
Oh.
it's called Rainbow Farm.
On your coffee shop?
Yeah.
I have stuff on my coffee shop too.
I don't know that it doesn't show a lot of the pages on there. I never did upload many of them. But they're in one. I did a journal out of them. Okay.
I haven't done actual journal kits. That one looks good. I
Yeah.
think I have those flower stickers.
Okay, let that one dry. Well, how long have I been on here? 3 hours?
No, 2.5.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Are you about done? Are you getting tired?
I am kind of tired, but I'm willing to go on a little while if y'all are willing to stick it out.
I'm not annoying you, am I?
No.
Oh, okay, Deb. Well, thanks for coming. I always enjoy your company. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Deb. Yeah, I really enjoy you being here as well. And I enjoyed your live today.
Was that her first time?
No, she said she used to do them pretty regular, but it was the first time in a long time, she said.
Well, I was trying to arrange one with Annie for my collab that I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
And I told her, whatever time, I can do anything as long as it, Miss Cat said she enjoys your lives.
Oh, Deb, you do not hog the chat. I like to hear you. I don't think I'm paying as close attention today. I'm sorry, though.
Oh.
But I like for people.
Okay, Mrs. Cat, thank you for coming. I know Martha appreciates it.
Yeah, is she leaving too?
I think so.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Mrs. Cat. I appreciate it. Well, maybe we should sign off if everybody's leaving.
I don't know how many are watching. I can't see.
It says 5, but when those two leave, it'll probably be just me and you, and I don't know who else.
Well, what I was trying to tell Annie is that I could do any day, and I kind of wanted to do Thursday because it's where I put the diamond painting one, the diamond, and 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 then I realized that Foxy has her game night on Thursday.
Yeah, I think Annie goes to Foxy's channel a lot. I don't really know.
Yeah. I think she was playing game night with her last week or something. But anyway, so I just kept saying, you tell me what works for you because I know you have a busy schedule. I don't.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's hard to get them to commit.
And she said she would love to do it, but she wouldn't help me with the time. So finally I just told her I'd like to do it Tuesday at 7, so I'm not sure if I haven't checked to see what she responded, so.
Anyway, Gene, I don't think they're in here. I think it's just me and you. There's a certain person that comes to the live. That's why I started saying one person at a time. I do not want him up here anymore, and I guess I don't want to hurt his feelings. And, because I just did not like the way he talked that time I let him up here. But
Well,
I,
I understand.
don't know how to tell him without being rude, and I know it'll hurt his feelings.
Oh. Well, I think it's the same person that is part of the reason why I don't go to Eileen's lives anymore.
Yeah, probably. Because I didn't say nothing last time, but I'm pretty sure he called me a slut. And I don't even know what brought that on. We were talking about marriages. And I'm like, well, even if I was one, you wouldn't call me that.
Oh, that's what he was doing that day. He kept saying his mind was going in the gutter.
Yes. You
And
did.
I said to him, we don't really talk that way on this channel.
Because I got real quiet.
I don't remember that. I'm so sorry.
And I just kind of let it go. Because I know he comes here for company and stuff. And
Well, what happened was I answered a question and she decided to give me a choice of a free coloring book.
mm-hmm.
And he kept saying in the chat that he had answered that question and it wasn't fair that I won and he didn't.
Well, you have to go back because the person that's doing the giveaway, the first one that pops up is not always the first one you see on your end.
Yeah.
Then
Well, I think I was, but I gave a more clear answer than what he did, I guess. I'm not sure. But anyway, he kept nagging her and kept saying, didn't I give the right answer? Didn't I give the right answer? And I think she finally said yes, but Gene was first. And then he was like, no, I was first. No, I was first. Go back and look. And then after he said all that, then he wanted to apologize.
yeah,
And I got a note from Eileen and she said that he has besides he has cerebral palsy, but she said she thinks he has some mental challenges as well.
yeah, I think so. That's why I don't want to be rude and hurt his feelings. But
Right.
I don't want somebody calling me a slut or even talking like that in my lives.
I'm so sorry. If I had heard that, I would have ripped him up.
Well, I think we were talking about I had been married 3 times, and I don't know what I said, but he said, "Oh yeah, slut, right?" or something like that. And I
Oh,
didn't.
maybe I do remember that now.
Then when we went on, I told the reason why I divorced him, and that's when he said, "Oh, my mind was in the gutter." And I don't even know why you would say that to somebody in their life. He doesn't know me well enough to joke like that.
No.
So, and he just doesn't contribute a lot, so I don't know. Maybe I'm being petty. I don't know.
Well, see, he had one day I was doing a live and he asked me if he could come up and I said sure. And he said I don't do them on my own because I'm afraid people are going to make fun of me. And I said, well, nobody that I know that I've met would ever make fun of you. And so we had a nice little um session, and then I had to go and he had to go, and so whenever he did that on Eileen's live, I was like, where did this come from? I just extended a friendly hand to this young man, and now he's like turning his back on me.
I know a lot of people, when that happens, they say, "Oh well, that's fine, have it," even if they think it's wrong. But you don't just keep harping,
So he always comes on here, and he's like, "Hi, Gene," and I'm like, "Hi."
And so that's why I stopped letting, because I don't want to extend the invitation and every time he wants to come up.
Right.
Because he's
Well, you can't. He doesn't have like a camera mount or anything, so you can't see what he's doing. He just wants to get up there and chit chat, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
No. Oh, I would just,
Because sometimes I would like to have more than one person up here, but now I've made that rule, it's going to be hard to back out of it.
Well, even if you do let somebody else more than two people up, and I just would try to ignore him. The only thing and what he'll do sometimes is he'll just take the link anyway.
Yeah, that's like a couple of times when I offered it to you and other people, he would try to. That's the only reason I let him on that day. He went up there without an invitation, and I'll let him try.
Well, I sure have appreciated you letting me hang out with you today. It got my mind off of other things. So, thank you.
Thank you for being here with me.
You
Sometimes
know I'm your biggest supporter.
I like to have company. And I don't know what people are not joining me lately. I was getting quite a lot of people, but
You will. Like I said, I think you've encouraged other people to go live, and they're getting brave now and they're doing their own.
yeah.
All right, I think hubby's probably ready. It's 8 o'clock here, so we usually
Yeah,
um
I'll finish this and filling it up, and then I'll get off of here. So,
okay, my dear. Well, you have a good evening,
you too.
and I will see you tomorrow or whenever you're on next.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
guess I'll call it a night. Okay, that just needs to be trimmed.